All right, let's talk about social anxiety. But you know what? We're not going to talk about little tricks or temporary fixes. We are going to dive into a fundamental mental shift, a way to basically reprogram the software in your brain so you can move from fear to genuine confidence. This is the real shortcut to social success.
You know that exact feeling, right? You're there, you want to say something, you want to join in, but it's like you're encased in ice. You're just frozen, paralyzed by all those what-if scenarios running through your head. It is so frustrating, and that's exactly the feeling we are going to break down today.
Okay, so to beat this thing, first, we've got to understand how it actually works. See, social anxiety isn't just a random feeling that pops up. It's a system, a self-feeding cycle. It's this feedback loop of fear that honestly just gets stronger and stronger every time you go through it, and it can feel totally impossible to get out of.
And here is that loop in its simplest, most brutal form. You think about a social situation and you feel that fear. So what do? You avoid it, and for a second, you feel relief. But that relief sends a message straight to your brain. Hey, that was a close call. We were right to be scared. And guess what? The next time, the fear is even bigger. It's a vicious, vicious cycle.
Now, I'm sure you've heard all the tips online, right? Stand like a superhero. Just fake it till you make it. Here are 3 clever things to say. You know the drill. We can call these things hacks. And yeah, maybe they give you a tiny little boost for a second, but they completely miss the real problem. It's like putting a nice-looking Band-Aid on a broken arm. It's not fixing anything underneath.
And this slide right here is the whole ball game. Hacks are all about your performance. They're external tricks that make you focus on, am I doing this right? Which honestly just adds more pressure and can feel totally fake. Reprogramming, on the other hand, is all about your mindset. It's an internal change. It's about building real, solid confidence from the inside out.
And that brings us to the core idea of this whole explainer. Forget about just adding a few new apps to your phone. We are talking about upgrading your entire mental operating system. We're going in, finding that old, fear-based program that's been running your social life and installing something brand new.
So what is social reprogramming? It's a fancy term for a simple idea. It's the process of deliberately overriding those old automatic fear thoughts. You're consciously replacing them with new patterns, and you build those new patterns on 2 really powerful pillars: visualizing things going well and practicing a specific kind of authenticity that we're about to get into.
So that all sounds great, right? But how do we actually do it? How do you install this new code? Well, you'd be surprised at how straightforward it is. It all comes down to a simple 2-part method that, seriously, anyone can start using literally today.
The process is simple, but don't let that fool you. It's incredibly powerful. It all starts inside your head by visualizing success. This actually uses your brain's own ability to change and rewire itself. Then, you take that into the real world and practice something called transparency, which is all about shifting your focus off of yourself and onto other people. Okay, step 1. Think of this as being the director of a movie in your mind. Before you even get to that party or that meeting, you play the scene out, but you make it a hit. You don't just see it, you have to feel it. See yourself smiling, laughing, easily chatting. Feel that confident posture. When you create this vivid mental rehearsal, you're actually preparing your brain for a positive outcome before fear even gets a word in. Now, this right here, this is the game changer. When we say transparency, we don't mean you have to tell everyone your deepest, darkest secrets. No. It just means you shift your focus. You go from thinking, how do I look? What do they think of me? To, how can I make this other person feel good, feel comfortable, feel heard? When your main goal is to give someone else a positive experience, you literally have less brain power to waste on your own anxiety. So when you bring these 2 pieces together, the inner work of visualization and the outer work of focusing on others, something amazing happens. You don't just manage your anxiety, you actually create a brand new, positive feedback loop. This is the shortcut we've been talking about, because it's not a trick. It goes right to the source code of your fear and rewrites it.
Let's just look at the payoff here, because it's huge. You start to directly override that knee-jerk fear response. You build real, authentic connections because you're not putting on a show anymore. You create that new positive spiral where good social experiences build more confidence for the next one. And the best part of all? It feels completely genuine. Because it is genuine. It's you, just without all that old, faulty code holding you back.
So I want to leave you with this question. Forget all the little hacks. Just think about one social thing you have coming up. Could be big, could be tiny, doesn't matter. What is one successful outcome, one little win that you can start to visualize right now?
That right there is your first step on the shortcut.